अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, क्या हाल है। उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। हेलो माय फ्रेंड्स, गुड इवनिंग माय डियर ऑल फ्रेंड्स। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग माय लाइव स्ट्रीम। तो मैं आ गया हूँ आपकी खिदमत में एक बार फिर से गेट लाइव की तरफ से आया हुआ न्यू प्रोजेक्ट लेकर। सो वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू माय डियर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग माय लाइव स्ट्रीम। वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, थैंक यू सो मच। तो कैसे हैं आप सब, उम्मीद है खैरियत से होंगे। सो मैं हूं आपका दोस्त एंड होस्ट क्रिप्टो चैंपियन। तो आज गेट लाइव की तरफ से न्यू बोनस टास्क आया है, इसके बारे में मैं आपको बताऊंगा। तो मेरे साथ एंड तक बने रहिएगा माय डियर ऑल फ्रेंड्स। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग माय लाइव स्ट्रीम। वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू माय ज्वाइनिंग माय लाइव स्ट्रीम। वेलकम माय डियर। तो आज का बोनस टास्क है गेट लाइव की तरफ से आया हुआ, बेहतरीन और न्यू। सो इसके जितने भी एक्सक्लूसिव पार्ट्स हैं सब आपको एक एक करके बताऊंगा। तो मेरे साथ एक एंड तक जुड़े रहिएगा दोस्तों, ताकि आपको पता चल सके गेट लाइव बोनस टास्क ट्रेडिंग फेयर अल्फा एल एन प्रोजेक्ट रिव्यू जो मैं आपको देने लगा हूँ अब। तो दोस्तों मेरे साथ बने रहिएगा एंड तक। So Linfy Network LN Trading Fair guaranteed wins trade to smash golden eggs and share 1 lakh NALN. Thank you so much for all of you my dear for joining my live stream, and thank you so much for all of you my dear. Welcome Beginner 888 and welcome Agukana. Thank you so much for all of you my dear for joining my live stream. So Gate launched the Lenfi Network LN Trading Fair. Join the fun by the smashing golden eggs to win trading balls and share 1 lakh in LN rewards. The more Chinese to smash golden eggs, the higher the probability of winning big prize. Click the button below to participate now. Thank you so much for all of you my dear for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you. Okay, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for all of you. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear friends. Thank you so much for all of you. So, my new welcome T-Rex, welcome all gate user, welcome Hiba, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Hiba, hello, how are you, Hiba? क्या हाल है हिबा आपके, कैसी हैं आप सब, क्या मसला हुआ है आपको जो कल आपने मैसेज पे मुझे बताया है। क्या हो गया है हिबा एकदम से। उम्मीद है आप खैरियत से होंगी हिबा, तबीयत ठीक होगी आपकी। वेलकम हमसाया, वेलकम, गुड इवनिंग हिबा एंड गुड टू सी यू हिबा ज्वाइनिंग माय लाइव स्ट्रीम। So join now, click the join now button. You can see the official page and beautiful website. So get Lengthy Network LN Trading Fair. So trade and share 1 lakh grand prize. Thank you so much for all of you my dear for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you my dear for joining my live stream. Welcome my dear. Thank you so much my dear for joining my live stream. So and is 7 days, 21 hour, 17 minutes. So complete the task and you will get more chance. So this is the egg. You can see the beautiful egg and the trading wall. You can earn and you can break the egg and you can win the chance. Thank you so much for all of you my dear friends. Thank you so much. So हिबा मौजूद है हमारे साथ। हिबा कैसी हैं आप? आई एम फाइन, हाउ आर यू? आई एम आल्सो गुड हिबा। हाउ अबाउट यू हिबा? बताया नहीं फिर आपने, क्या मसला था? बताएं ना क्या बात हुई है। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू माय डियर हिबा। वेयर इज क्रिप्टो आई? थैंक यू सो मच। क्या हुआ है मुझे बताएं, वो भी अभी आ जाएंगे, ज्वाइन कर लेंगे। एक्टिविटी रूल्स and the participants can get chance to the GUR prize by the completing any of the following tasks. User must visit the event page on the same day to the claim their task rewards. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much. Nothing. Why are you angry? Welcome, my dear crypto self. So my beautiful dear friends, crypto self is here. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream, and good to see you. How are you? Hello, my dear. Tomorrow my exam. Pray for me, inshallah. Good exam. Hello, my dear. Hello, hello, crypto self. Thank you so much. So where is discovery, my dear crypto self? Welcome, gate user. So this is a spot trading and 10 draw chance. You can win the draw top 10 chance. So get one chance for the every 500 LN spot trading volume of the 700 spot trading volume of the other token accumulates. Get up to the 10 chance per day hot spot trading. So number second is a 150 draw chance. Invite new friends. I am also good, my dear crypto self. And how about you, my dear? Bye. See you later. कहाँ जा रही हैं इबा? रुकें अभी इधर. आई और जाए भी इतनी जल्दी. मुझे आप बोलती हैं कि मेरी लाइव स्ट्रीम में बैठे रहें और आप खुद बहुत जल्दी भाग जाती हैं. ये तो गलत बात है इबा. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining live stream. So welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream, crypto self. Okay, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome, no time, and welcome, my dear. Welcome, Getrolu. No time, my dear. Thanks for your time. Thank you so much, crypto self. You are here. How about you, my dear? My dear, yes. How about you, crypto self? Thank you so much. Good to see you, my dear. Good to see you to join my live stream. And where is discovery? My dear, where is discovery? And gate user Amsaya and Skyfall. So voting for you, my dear. Bye. So invite a new user to register and complete a single deposit of any amount in LN or spot trading or future trading to get one chance. If the invite completed a single deposit of at least 100 in any tokens or the accumulates 500 in spot trading volume or reach 2000 in future trading volume, the inviter gets 2 additional chance up to the 50 new user can be invited. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome, my dear. Thank you so much, all of you, my dear. Welcome, my dear friends. So crypto self is here, my dear friends. Welcome A22. Welcome Devanti and the welcome Bangchai. Welcome, my dear Bangchai. How are you? So 3 draw chance is a launch pool. So user participates in launch pool for the first time get with 3 chance during the events. Non-first time participants will get 1 chance for the each launch pool participants. So 0 draw chance, new user bonus, 1 registered, and thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Complete and the single deposit, any deposit, and the L or the spot trading on future trading to the get 1 chance and single deposit. Okay, okay. A single deposit and the latest 100 and the taken 500 in spot trading volume. Yavas, my dear. Oh, you remember it, my dear. Not easily. Yavas. Thank you so much for joining live stream and enjoying it. Crypto self, where is discovery? Discovery, where is discovery? Oh, thank you so much, my dear discovery. So finally, discovery is joined my live stream. Discovery, my dear. I told the crypto self, okay, where is Discovery? So Discovery finally is here. Welcome, my dear. Good to see you in my live stream. How are you? I am good. Yes, yes. So Crypto I is here, my dear. So welcome, my dear, all of you, my dear. I am good. How about you, my dear? Discovery and the Crypto self. Good to see you, both of you, my friends, and another my friends, Crypto I, to join my live stream. Thank you so much. Crypto self. Baby, I like it, baby. Thank you so much, my dear Discovery and the crypto self and gate user and crypto Y is here, my dear, for joining my live stream. So 500 is for trading volume of the 2000 in future trading volume gets 3 chance. So share to win. You can see the share to win, my dear. So share the page with the friends and the invited successful login into the page and the complete any task. The inviter can win up to the 15th USD. So note is important note for the this future. Welcome Coron boy and my discovery and crypto I and my dear crypto self for joining my live stream and you can enjoy my live stream. Good to see you, my dear discovery. Good to see you. So welcome Malayata Ali triple four. So Malatya Ali is here, my dear discovery. Your friend is here. So Muhammad bin Yasin and Lubaba double six and crypto Marius. How are you, my dear, for joining my live stream? Welcome Aman J Hussain. How are you? So number one node is the trading volume is equal to buy volume plus sale volume. So number second is the deposit. Deposit is the limited to the on-chain deposit from the other platform to get on the buying crypto on Gate with the credit debit card funds transfer deposit. Among Gate accounts will be the invalid. Thank you so much, my dear Discovery baby. How are you, my dear? And crypto self. So crypto self और crypto discovery का मजाक चल रहा है. So number three is a please complete identity verification before the events and to the receive reward. Welcome and good to see you, my dear all friends. So Santoshi and Gate user, my dear, for joining my live stream. So number four is a market makers corporation and the institutional accounts are not eligible to the participant in this event. So number five, one user with sub accounts and a master accounts and the multi accounts with the same identity information will the demand as the same one user will the trading volume of the sub account won't be the counted as the master accounts and the sub accounts are not eligible to the participate in this event. So number six is the gate receivers all rights to the final explanation. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Welcome Crypto Princess and welcome Skyfall. And welcome, my dear crypto self, and you can enjoy my live stream discovery, my dear. Welcome, Perry, 1122. Thank you so much, discovery. So now go to the Lenfi Network official website. So about Lenfi Network, so go to the Lenfi Network about. So this is the official and beautiful website. You can see, my dear discovery and my all dear friends, crypto self and the crypto I. All my beautiful friend is here and supporting me all time. Welcome Lubaba double six and the no time gate user. Thank you so much for all of you. So reshipping Bitcoin renegotiates with the EVM. So this is you can see the LN starter, LN exchange, tokenization, finalization, and the 1 million TPS and the build anything and everything. Taproot, LRGB, and the LDL and Node. Welcome. Beautiful friends, beautiful people. I love you all. I love you too, my dear. I love you too, all of you, my dear friends. Discovery and Crypto Self and Crypto I, my dear. Thank you so much for joining my live stream and supporting me always, my dear. So build to the scale. An all-in-one financial layer for the Taproot plus RBG assets. So total volume is 8.61 billion USD. Dinner chicken and Wang Chai. So my dear all friends, vote for the Discovery and Crypto Self, my both of friends on the gala event. So vote him, my dear all friends. So vote him. So lighting network, the capacity 120 BTC. Total address is a 370.567. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream and like and comments me. So thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So degeneration payments network. So lighting network and Linfi and Bitcoin and Nostr and degeneration monitoring network, degeneration messaging network. Thank you so much for all of you for joining my live stream and welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, my dear. Both of all friends for joining my live stream and comments here. Welcome Tex and welcome the days and Kila and 42 and dinner chicken. So my friends, support Crypto I and thank you so much for joining my live stream. So overstake where Bitcoin lighting network and the Nasser coverage open stand and the powering network economics. Thank you so much, my dear. So now go to the next one is a beautiful website. You can see the beautiful website and this is a awesome look created, my dear. Welcome Nitas. You can see the awesome look for this website. Beautiful. Unlocking multi-assets. DeFi on the Lighting Network. Tokenize. Issue and launch rate. Issue as a token, launch as a campaign list on the exchange. Lengthy support the full life cycles of any assets and the lighting. Upscales. Lighting DeFi on the lighting user activity fuels to the lighting networks wherever one pays, traces or runs nodes network efforts are the amplified. Welcome back, my dear Discovery, and the beautiful gifts for my friend. Thank you so much, my dear Discovery. You always support me and beautiful, my dear. Thank you so much. So I always support you. My all dear friends, vote for the my dearest friends, Discovery and Crypto Self. The beautiful both of friends and vote him. So before lighting mode and lighting node, you can see the lighting network with Landfi application layer GateLive or powered by DeFi GameFi SocialFi AI. Landfi a lighting mode, lighting node as a lighting network enable use cases beyond lighting payment. Without Landfi, the premier purpose of the lightning network is the facility payments due to the limited expensive with the Bitcoin scripted. Landfi is a begin leverage and on the bringing full the accessibility from the application development unregistered by the blockchain consideration. Welcome Karen Boy and welcome Inserts Coin. Thank you so much, my dear Discovery, for the beautiful gifts. Thank you so much for the. So go to the next one is why built on Lenfi. Number one, issue, launch and grow. Tokenization and the fluctuations, community bootstrapping. Number two, global inserts statements on Lighting Network. 1 million TPS network fees. Welcome Kila 420. So Retilize is simple yet powerful. Build anything and the everything highly execution. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for my dear friends, Crypto Self and Crypto I and my dear, very dearest friends, my dear Crypto on Discovery. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much for them. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much for joining live stream, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear friends. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream and the Sehat Social Chaos. Welcome, Crypto I and welcome. Schedule is simple yet powerful. Build anything and everything highly executed. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream, for joining my live stream and my both of friends. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So go to the next one is a let's get started. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome, my dear crypto happiness and welcome Leon Messi and the Javed Rashers. Welcome all gate user and inserts queen and the happiness and the kind of bee. Welcome gate user. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So next one is a setup and an LN node activity. LN node unlocks LN nodes, setup LN nodes, and the manage your Lightning nodes unyardly on Bitcoin liquidity access apps on the Lightning network. So credit channel stability and the channel with the and the start earning LN. Welcome Karen Boy and Vanchai. Welcome to join my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. So developers records and the all you need to the start builders the next biggest apps on the lighting. Welcome election. Welcome my dear. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much, my dear. So lighting network. Welcome to join my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining the live stream. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining live stream. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome to all of you, Lobaba and Double Six. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much, my dear. Welcome, the beautiful queen and the beautiful prince. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for joining my live stream and thank you so much for all of you. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Welcome, my dear. Welcome all gate user and welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much. So next one is the learn more and the create channel big also. So roadmap. This is a roadmap and the beautiful roadmap, my dear. Welcome Perry. Welcome the beautiful coin and the Lobaba. This is a roadmap. You can see the Lunfi. Lunfi is a my dear for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Welcome to Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. So 2024 Q1 Q4. So Taproot assets and the managements and the LN mode and V1, LN link and V1, channel mining and the point system, LN exchange V1, LN starter V1, and support of the top road assets and the deposits and the withdrawal, LN exchange V2 and LN issue flash accounts, LN node V2. LN node V3, LN starter V2, and the channel mining pay 5 mining 2025 Q2 and the 2025 Q3 and the Q4 L1 exchange and the V3 and node V3 pay 5 SDK. Welcome QB and the welcome Lubaba and the welcome all gate user. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, my dear. For all of you, my dear. Welcome all gate user for joining my live stream. Welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. So backed by the leading investor in the Bitcoin ecosystem, this is a all investor. You can see the Hashkey Capital, U2 Esco, Water Drip Capital, and the CMS and the Wolf. This is a beautiful, and you can see the graph and the Ali ARK, and the Coin Boy and the gate user future on the Bitcoin news and the daily news and the teach follow and the Chinese news. So partner, this is a beautiful partners, and you can see the creating of the websites. So integration partners in the lighting labs, Voltag and the OKX wallets, token pockets and the 1Key and the Albe and the Astra and the RG3 and Binance and OKX and the wallet of the Santoshi. Welcome Chakri Mood and welcome my dear Crypto I. Thank you so much for joining live stream. So my dear Crypto I, vote for the discovery and the crypto self and the Hiba, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream and supporting all of you. So stay updated, read over the latest moments of the medium. Join our community and join our the telegram and the connect with the like-minded individual. Join now. Welcome Crypto MacBook. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Hi everyone, my dear. Thank you so much, my dear Crypto MacBook. So Crypto MacBook क्रिप्टो वाई की स्ट्रीम एंड होने वाली है, तो आप उधर भी होते हैं. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग लाइव स्ट्रीम. वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू माय डियर. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग लाइव स्ट्रीम. क्रिप्टो वाई आपको याद कर रहे थे. वेलकम मोंघाई माय डियर. वेलकम यूजोनो को. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू माय डियर फॉर ज्वाइनिंग माय लाइव स्ट्रीम. वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू माय डियर. वेलकम माय डियर. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग माय लाइव स्ट्रीम. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of you. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much, my dear, beautiful friends, and all of you, my dear. So this is a disclaimer and the beautiful website. So now go to the white paper of this website. So this is the official white paper. Welcome, my dear Crypto MacBook. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you. Thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Welcome Mixtree and Maestrom. Welcome No Time. Thank you so much, my dear. Have a nice day, all of you, my dear. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you, my dear. No Time and Mixtree and the MacBook, my dear. Thank you so much, my dear MacBook. Good to see you, MacBook, my dear brother. Thank you so much for all of you for joining my live stream. Welcome Canciper, welcome Mungai, welcome all gate user, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome Ishan and welcome Ajibutu. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Welcome Ishan and the all gate user. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So this is an overview and this is a video. So you can see the video. So visit the website. So overview. Landfi network unlocks multi-asset DeFi on the Lightning network for the next generation financial infrastructure, enabling user to the trade, earning and the manage Bitcoin separate assets and the RGB asset via the Lightning file. Thank you so much, Calip22. Welcome, Perry1122. And good work, keep it up, my dear. Thank you so much for the compliments. My dear Crypto MacBook, thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, my dear Crypto MacBook. So go to the next one is the Lefi agent transferring. Lighting from the payment to the programmable financial layer. The Lightning Network revolution Bitcoin with the inserts low-cost payments. However, it's the core design executable and the utilities transfer simple one-way seeds the Lanfi network build the exponential decongestion application layer. Stop lighting, unlocking three transformative compatibility, programmable, logical embedding, complex, and the conditional finance agreements are directly with the off-chain and layer powered by the Nostr. Secure battery statements and the enabling trust and the minimize and the automatic exchange and of the value of the my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much, my dear. Insert queen and the gate user and the animo friends and the native, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome all gate user and welcome insert queen. Welcome Skyfall. And welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to join my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome Lobaba 66. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining live stream QB. And welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you. So native multi-asset swaps actually fluctuating, the issue management and the transfer of the device assets, top road assets, the RBD assets, RW and the stable coins in game items, shameless overlighting. This transfer lighting network from a payments rail into the powerful platform or the open programmable. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for the joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. And thank you so much for the supporting, my dear. So you can see, my dear, today I highlights my new project LN. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear friends. Thank you so much for the supporting and thank you so much for the comments. So this transform lighting network from the payments rail into the powerful platform for the open program finance. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome MJ, Jafar Ahmed, and Muhammad bin Yasin, Lubaba Gate user. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. So without land fee, this is an impossible base Bitcoin and the lighting locks from the probability to the enforce to the conditional swap logic and the bilateral statements measurements required for the true exchange. Land fee provides the stateless statements layer and the assets flexibility beyond the exchange. This same foundation probability betrayal statements and the multi-asset support power the entry land fee ecosystem token launch pool and launch pool verifier. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. So layer 2 and Bitcoin and the financial layer phase as the new agreement secure completely multi-asset financial application native in the Bitcoin and the layer 2 lighting network. So this is a picture. You can see the beautiful picture and the lighting mode, lighting node and the application near. So complete tokens, life risk is codes and the land fee support the full life cycles and taproots and the RBG asset from the issue to the launch list and the trade whatever you are the issue or new token launching or the token campaign on the building application land fee offers and all one multi assets financial layer to the power your project from launch to the scale land fee. So complete tokens and land fee cycle support launch LN starter issue LN issue and the law list trade LN exchange. Welcome to join my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome IMF, welcome Gate user, and welcome Insert Queen, and welcome Shakura, my dear 3434. Shakura, how are you, my dear Chakri Mad? Thank you so much for joining my live stream, Shakura and Yukazo. My dear, both of you, my dear friends. So Shakura is here. So number 4 is a manage LN nodes. So token pays and protect and the description. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, my all dear friends. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. The issue and launch and list trader. So LN issue, enable issue on the taproot assets and the RBG assets on the lighting network. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream, and thank you so much for all of you. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream and for the supporting. So issue and the LN starter runs token sale and the permanent price of the come first service basis. Thank you so much, my dear, for all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, my dear. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining live stream. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So list and trade, P2P marketplace, and the L and starter participant stake permission assets to the qualify for the chance to the win to the token sale is a giveaway. Airdrops, manage tokens, giveaway campaign on the lighting network. So a peer-to-peer marketplace for the list buying and the selling top rate assets and the RBG assets. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you. So L and exchange, order book and the exchange for the trading multi-assets of the lighting network. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. So another book exchange for the trading multi-assets on the lighting network. So manage and the trading. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So other is a log assets, enable project, and the log and the project assets owners to the entire process verify the assets log. So NL give welcome all gate user, welcome Agnim and the Kristen and the NDT. Welcome Santoshi and the Carrymat. Welcome my dear Crypto I, my dear brother. Thank you so much for joining live stream. So provide a simple way to the instantly share token with the friends fan on the community. Thank you so much for joining live stream, my dear Crypto I. So next, go to the vision. So overview another vision. Build the infrastructure for a hyper Bitcoins world. Bitcoin is the evolving beyond digital gold into the bedrock of the global finance and the translate and the transition monitoring layer of the all value yet society. Thank you so much, my dear Crypto I. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. And my dear Shizuru, my brother is here. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Casa 55 and Shizuru, my dear. Oh, Shizuru, my brother. Welcome. Thank you so much, my dear Shizuru, for joining my live stream. And good to see you, my dear. So, my dear brother Crypto I and Shizuru, both of you here, Crypto King 13 and the gate user and Muhammad bin Yasin. Thank you so much for all of you for joining my live stream. And good to see you, my dear all friends. So, Lonely Tree UID. Hi, how are you, my dear Lonely Tree? Welcome and thank you so much, Lonely Tree, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome, Lonely Tree. So I am here. Yes, my dear brother is Shazuru here. Thank you so much for joining live stream. So today I highlight my new project LN. You can see my dear brother. Hi everyone. Shazuru say hi everyone. Hello everyone. So yet society transition into the hyper Bitcoin future and the Bitcoin dynamics saving trade and the countries we need to the more the base layer to need to the ecosystem. How are you, my dear brother Shazoro? Little Lonely Tree, UID. Thank you so much, Lonely Tree. So, buy unified Bitcoin security, lightning inserts, statements, and the necessary concept, the resistant communication, and the native multi-asset financial. We the create the independence. Thank you so much for all of you for joining my live stream. Real of the open decentralization internet, where real world assets is tradable and the other tokenized and the assets settle peer to peer and the lighting speeds where anyone and the everyone can issue settlers and the manage tokenized capital markets on the Bitcoin native infrastructure where problem and money and the replace arbitrary enable borders trust and the minimize commerce. Ataullah Afridi, hello my dear, welcome my dear Ataullah Afridi. So finally Ataullah Afridi ने भी comments किया है. Shazoro, you are happy my dear brother. Portal 0606 my dear. Ataullah Afridi, how are you my dear? Welcome and thank you so much for joining live stream. And have a nice day, Lonely Tree. Same to you my dear, for joining my live stream and the comments here. Thank you so much for both of you. So where real world assets and the suitable and the tokenized assets settle peer to peer and lighting speed, where anyone and everyone can issue, settle and manage tokenized capital markets on the Bitcoin native infrastructure, where and the problem and money replaces intermediate enabling borderless trust and monetization cameras, trust and the establishment and its infrastructure as influence orders and the legal culture and the notice scale natural monitoring standards institutional with the demand free thing. Thank you so much my dear brother Shizuru. Good to see you my dear Shiva and the 31 and the double one. Thank you so much. Good to see you my dear Shizuru brother. How are you? Are you happy my dear for joining my live stream? I hope you enjoyed my live stream. Shizuru. Welcome Sukim and welcome Perry 1122 and the Avon Khan and the Koyon boy. Welcome. Thank you so much. So hello Discovery is back my dear. Thank you so much Discovery. Hi. How are you Discovery? And Murat 81 and the Discovery my dear is back. Thank you so much for joining live stream and my dear for joining live stream. So this is the infrastructure as inflow orders and legacy currency and the national sick natural and the monetary infrastructure of the demand sync. Wow, Shizoro is here, my dear. So my dear all friends, vote for the discovery. This is a content creator. So all my dear for vote for the discovery. Go to the gala events and the content creator open and the vote discovery. My dear discovery. Thank you so much Shizuru and the discovery and the congratulations my dear welcome Jinvo. Lenny delivers with the thought protocol like LN exchange degeneration trading LN issue assets and the tokenization and the LN starter verifiable token launch campaigning over mission calculate the transition to the world where value move friendly secure by the Bitcoin scale by the lightning contributed by the Nostra and the power by the Lenfi. Bitcoin plus lightning plus Nostra multi-assets and the represent the most interesting opportunity to the rebuild and the degeneration internet. Thank you so much my dear discovery. So support discovery. Very highly support discovery my dear. So over mission and the hyper Bitcoin and the fracture who is of the if but cow how Lenfi builders the how. So next one is the key future. Get user Murad, this is A1. Thank you so much, Discovery, my dear, and Candy 21 and the Mirza Crypto and the Gate user and the want to be the man like. This is a man like. So key future with the future. You can see the key future. This is a beautiful key future. So with the future, Lenfi transfer lighting and the network from the payments real into the powerful platform for the open programmable finance. So multi-assets financial layer. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome all Gate user. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. So Lenfi enabling the issue and the sending, trading, staking, locking, and the management and the taproot assets and the RBG assets across the application in the open degeneration interoperability internet. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream, and thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for supporting me. And comments here. Welcome Gate user and welcome ZX Franklin and the invisible Peter Payne. So finally Peter Payne भी इधर आ गए हैं. So tokenizes anything. So any application can issue its own protocol token to the federals, rewards user settle payments on the bootstrap communities directly on the Lightning network, Bitcoin fastest layer. Tokens can represent anything from protocols, communities, and the crypto equity to the government's debits and the corporate bonds, stable coins, and the practically any other valuable assets. Even loyalty points, transforming them into the liquidity transferable asset as a global scale. Tokens on the landfill are the issue in the form of the top rate assets and the RBG asset there are. Welcome, my dear Kensifer. How are you, Kensifer? Complemented with the lighting from the global inserts and the settlements. Welcome, Sniper Beam, my dear. Welcome, Gate User and the Murat81. Welcome, Agnim, my dear brother. Agnim, how are you, Agnim? So, beyond payment is a landing for the lighting network in the simple payment and enable examples of the off-chain logic in the building, DeFi, GameFi, and the SocialFi. Deep in AI native application and the more without blockchain laminations. Ultra low fees. If not no fees, treatment on the lighting and the not blockchain. Ultra low fees just fast glasses transaction. Thank you so much, my dear Rafe, Triple Line, and the Mutant and the Gate user. Thank you so much for all of you for joining my live stream, and thank you so much for all of you, my dear Mutant and the Agony, my dear. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream, and thank you so much for the Mutant and my dear Kate user. So transparency and by the default. Landfill stories, every user action executed as the Nostra events and the decongestion realize, and the IPF has allowing full visibility and the verifiability of the event transaction without the compromising user privacy. Built for speed. Landfill 6 to the driving all statements and the add 1 million and the TPS on lighting network. So number third is important is a technology. Technologia. So welcome Karen Boy and the Fahad Bashir, my dear Fahad Bashir. So technology over technical stick. So Landfi and the teach stuck. Bitcoin decongestion monitoring network, lighting network decongestion, statement and network, Nostra decongestion messaging network, top rate assets and the RBG protocol, multi assets and the protocol and the Bitcoin. Welcome Crypto Man and Crypto Mew. Boy and the Crypto Man now is here, my dear. Thank you so much for joining, all of you, my dear, for supporting me. And so don't forget to like and follow me, my dear. If you any comment questions, so feel free to comment here, my dear. I tell you, my dear, for the answer. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So Landfi is a built on the most powerful land information is a built infrastructure and the combining the security of the Bitcoin, the stability of the lighting network, the extended probability and the digital identity of the Nostra to the built on the open decongestion and the interoperability internet powered by the multi-assets ensure with the taproot assets and the RBT protocol. This is the technology from the foundation on the Landfi to the unlock multi-assets DeFi on the lighting network, enabling a user to trade and earn and manage bitcoins at the taproot assets and the RBG assets with the Latin file. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to join my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear friends. Welcome Faisal Man, Fawaz Man, and the Lucas, and the Samuel, and the No Name, and the Mystery Box, and Surmat, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So this technology from the foundation of the Landfi unlock multi-assets DeFi on the Lightning network, enabling user to trade and manage Bitcoin top-rate assets with the RBG and the asset lighting fee. So what is Bitcoin? My dear, what is Bitcoin? So you can see the Bitcoin. I will tell you the Bitcoin, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream and beautiful friends, my dear. for supporting me every time. And so Bitcoin is the world most secure chain and the arguably the most secure computer network in the world. Within the 9 complementary hash and the 8 complementary simulation power definition the simulation and the combined this creates the only network capable of the meeting institution demand. Amplified financial business in the cultural television and the company's resolution statement. Band roller is the asset organization of the requirements of level of the bedrock security, anything on the law, less on the compromise. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream and supporting me, my dear. So, what is the Lighting Network? So, the Lighting Network is a peer-to-peer payment network. Is a leverage payment channel engage and the Bitcoin blockchain and the enable and the near assets and the low cost settlements of the Bitcoin between the participants multi such payment channel are the chase together to the deliver payments to the anyone in the network without the requirement to the participants lighting in the perfect solution for the scaling transaction and the payment if you want to the scale. You can't use a single short status. Welcome to join my live stream and thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So lighting channel base and accuracy enable and the horizontal scaling and the powered by the global network and the billion of the user transaction or AI agent and the quarterbase and the macro transaction. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for the joining my live stream and the supporting in my dear. Thank you so much. So what is the Nostra? Nostra is the nodes and the other staff treatment and the relies and the declaration to communication protocol powering the open internet with the Bitcoin provider. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for just supporting and welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to join my live stream. So confederation infrastructure can the councils and the corporation and the government and the any can run and the really and the build and the client. And client global interoperability break down the wells and the garden application and the user communication seamless across the network, secure digital identity and the data enable and the probability as a user contribute identity like at the NIP and the 05 and the variable data transition foundation and the trust and the tokenization ecosystem and the open contribution layer power and the critical function and the like order and the book matching and the L and exchange and the assets powering and the tracking NSC and KYC attention in the flow and the community governance without the central points of the failure of the control. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. And thank you so much for the joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining live stream. So in ensure and the Nestra is the neutral and the open nature system and the enabling permission and the communication contribute the insulars and the truly declarations of connection and the future. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream and the supporting, my dear. So what are the Bitcoin layer 2s? So layer 2 protocol. Extended Bitcoin that completely by the building on the top of the base layer without modifying the underlying consider rules of the design providing in the Bitcoin security and the decentralization will the introducing future that will the useful for the specific user cases. This the including faster. Welcome Lubaba 66 and welcome on Gate user. Welcome Skyfall. Welcome to join my live stream. Welcome all Gate user. Thank you so much for all of you for joining my live stream. And the protocol and the cases these are including faster transition, specified records and the problem of logic and the privacy, severage bonds in the improvements and the execution Bitcoin layer in the providing the technology foundation to the issue manage and the status tokenization asset is the way that's meet with the both institutional standard and the global accessibility risk requirements. Welcome Gate user, welcome EL 1918. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. So about top rate assets protocol. Tokenized assets protocol enable and assets issue and the directly on the Bitcoin with the native compatibility with the Lightning Network and the it combined on-chain the across with the on-chain speedy offering near inserts and the assets transfer. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much, my dear. Toron boy, my dear. Welcome, my dear. Kirion boy, welcome, my dear. This time for hold, my dear, for joining my live stream and comments here. Welcome. Asadullah Preeti and welcome all gate user for supporting and welcome my dear, welcome back Discovery. So I am so happy my dear. So Discovery is still on my live stream on start to end. Welcome Sohangi and Triple One. So my all dear friends support Discovery on voting. So all vote for the Discovery my dear. This is a content creator. You can also go to gala events and the voting for my dearest friends Discovery. So about RBG. RBG offer providing presenting a smart contract to the Don Burns and the base chain. It's the idle from the sensitive finance institutions where the data consumer institution for the example. And also my dear friends support the crypto self and vote him. Welcome Skyfall and the Gate user. Thank you so much for the joining my live stream and thank you so much for the following me, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear. Welcome, Cribio man. So assets issue by on the RGB and are also compatibility with the RGB lighting from the global insights statement. Together they form the full stock. Welcome to all of you, my gate user, and thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome, my dear. Crypto champion, thank you so much, my dear, for the supporting. You always supporting me and the beautiful friends also. Thank you so much, my dear. You also. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much, Sohagi, 111111. Thank you so much for joining live. Thank you so much, my dear. Welcome, Sohagi, 111111. Thank you so much for joining live stream. So about, you can see the, my dear, so Bitcoin truth and global statement. Number second, lighting, speed, programmable flow, value flow, and Nostra, why is the permission condition, and this is a way transition and the will coverage on the Bitcoin, no other stake offer and security without specifying speed on the scaling without specifying cheating. Thank you so much for all of you. So now go to the chapter 2 of this project. So this is a Gate Alpha listing LN trading to the share 1 million LN airdrop. So Gate Alpha listing Linfree network LN time limited airdrop bonus events. Live trade to the share airdrops pool. Coin LN full name Linfree network public chain BNB chain. Contract address and project introduction is the Linfree network unlock multi-assets DeFi on the Lightning network. Third next generation financial infrastructure and enabling user to the trade on and the manage Bitcoin top rate assets and the RBG asset view the Lightning 5. Thank you so much, Sohagi, my dear. So event period is July 25, 2025, 11 a.m. and July 30, 2025, 16 UTC PM. Welcome, Lubaba, again. Thank you so much. So click the join now button. Welcome, my dear. So you can click the join now and you can also join now. So Gate Alpha list LN trade to the share 1 million LN airdrops and the events end in the 3 days, 2 hour and the 16 minutes. Thank you so much for joining live stream. So top 100 qualifying by the trading volume 500 USDT during the events data from the provide day. Previous date will be updated after the 3 a.m. UTC daily after the events concludes and the final qualifying data will be the updates. Thank you so much, Lubaba 8666. So reward 1 top 100 win $100 trade LN on Gate Alpha with the 500 USDT total buy during the event top 100 by total by volume get 2000 LN airdrops. So number 2 rewards to first 2000 get 10 USD. Trade LN on Gate Alpha with the 100 USD token buy during the event. 200 LN airdrops for the first 2000 user, first come first served. Welcome social welfare, my dear social. So reward 3 days after in get 20 USD, trade 15 USD in the LN daily on check-in. In the acclimate 3 plus check-in in the during the event to the share 4 lakh. LN pool by the check-in the day rate you max 400 LN per user. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, Gate user. So join the Gate Alpha community and the unlock more highly value events rewards. So event notes is the clicking join now button is a requirement for the system to the record your data, and the number 2 click in the rules trading situation periods and the daily contacts as the one click check in the one day. Only user who meets the requirements are eligible for the rewards. Please read the user care report. So welcome my dear shining star. Thank you so much my dear. Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much my dear Discovery. Thanks for the good information. I wish you everyone good luck and a nice day. Thank you so much Discovery. So Discovery shining star my friend is here. So this is for you my dear shining star. Thank you so much my dear. Thank you so much my dear for the kind words Discovery. वालेकुम अस्सलाम shining star कैसे हैं आप? Welcome Gate user. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome to all of you my dear for joining my live stream. Thank you so much all of you my dear. So number 3 is only user who meets the requirements are eligible for the rewards. You can see the number 4, the rewards value display on the event page in the estimate figures of the reference only for the actual reward value. Please refer to the official announcement and the actual distribution result. The release from the event page leads only the alpha trading zone. The cryptocurrency display on the redirects page does not necessarily represent to the event specificity. Trade pair, please verify the execute cryptocurrency contract or the requirement for the events in the official announcements. Thank you so much, shining star, my dear. Welcome, Crypto Princess. So, Crypto Princess, कैसी हैं आप? Thank you so much for joining live stream. Crypto Princess ने भी हमें join किया है. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. And thank you so much for the supporting my dear for joining my live stream and supporting me my dear. All of you my dear for joining my live stream. And thank you so much for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you my dear. So दोस्तों गर्मी है थोड़ी सी तो पानी पी लिया जाए. Welcome to all of you my dear friends. Thank you so much for joining live stream. To all of you my dear friends, welcome best friends, and thank you so much for the welcome my dear. Thank you so much for all of you. Welcome to all of you my dear friends. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for all of you my dear. Thank you so much for the. So this is a second chapter of this project. Welcome my dear. So now go to the final remarks of this project. Crypto champion and the beautiful compliments is here for the shining star another. So number 1 is wishing you the endless success and the joy in the very stream you do. Keep shining and inspiring us all. Thank you so much Crypto shining star. So number 2 is the Crypto champion wishing you the endless success and the joy. So thank you so much my dear. You sent one message and 3 times. Thank you so much for the joining live stream and the message. Welcome my dear. Work Lily. So now go to the final remarks of this project. So event period is the July 2025 and the 10 a.m. UTC, and August for the July 2025 10 a.m. UTC. So how to participate? In the number one step, one, visit the active page, and step two, the complete task to the earn chance to the smash golden X, and the step three, and directive select the golden X to click the play button and to the chance. Then click crack open it the win the prize. Thank you so much for joining live stream. So another compliments for the shining star crypto champion, wishing you a growing success and the happiness with this every stream. Keep the energy alive. Thank you so much, my dear, for the beautiful compliments. So rules, you can see the rules are there, my dear. So I have already used. Can you see the rules? I have shown the on the official websites. So not for the people successful invited. So reward is a reach 5 people 2 USDT, reach 20 people 10 USDT, reach 60 people 50 USDT. Total prize pool is 500. The prize pool will be the divided according to the ranking of the number of invited. Thank you so much, my dear shining star. Another beautiful compliments. May your contract reach art around the world and the bringing you all the recognitions that you deserve. Thank you so much for the beautiful compliments and other shining star. So number notes is here, my dear. So total prize pool is 500. The prize pool will be the divided according to the ranking of the number of the invited. So this is important of the project, my dear. So you can listen carefully and see the all notes, my dear. So number one notes, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you. So all participants need to the click join now button and the complete identity verification before the event ends to the eligible for the rewards. Number second, trading volume is equal to the buy volume plus sale volume. User spot trading volume should reach 500 USD or future trading volume should reach 1000 during the event period to receive rewards. Net deposit volume, deposit withdraw deposit are the limit to the on-chain deposit only. Internal transfer and the get code deposit are not included. Thank you so much for the another beautiful compliments. Crypto champion, keep going is strong. May you stream your grow bigger and your fan base growing strong. Thank you so much, my dear, for the supporting, my dear. So number three is 5 trading balls, 6 LN collecting lucky balls to the splits, 200 LN based on the rate IO each user lucky balls. So number four is the total prize pool for the golden egg smash and the 2 million in LN in the price that all users have draw are lower than 200 million LN. The rewards will be the distributed in the amounts of the draw price and more than 2 million LN. The reward with the splits based on the rate IO of the user price records. Reward will be the distributed within the 14 working days after the events and then can be the check in transaction history. The rewards of the task 5 gate points. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. Welcome discovery. Allah always bless you and your family. Amin, my dear shining star. Thank you so much for the wishes of discovery. Gate points valid of the 13 days. Rewards will be the distributed within the 14 working days after the events and the can be the check. Use the voucher please active and use the voucher within the valid period as the expired voucher become the invalid. So market makers, corporators and the institutional accounts and affiliate agent and account and a sub affiliate sub agent accounts and the partner accounts and the sub partners accounts are not eligible to the participate in the event. Number 6, if the user participation in the other activities on the gate community, they will only receive the reward from only activity. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. And welcome, Bismillah. Thank you so much for the joining my live stream and for the user, my dear Gate user, and supporting my dear for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream and the comments here, my dear, for joining my live stream. So if the number 7, the use of the duplicate accounts and the any other cheating behavior such as inflation driven trading and the other registration of the fake accounts and the fake accounts self-trading and other matching etc and the static probability on user with the sub accounts and the master accounts and the multiple account with the same identity information will be the dominant as the same one user will the trading volume of the sub accounts and won't be the counted as the dead master accounts and the sub accounts are not eligible to the participate in this event. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining live stream. Where any dispensary between the translated version and the original English version, the English version shall be. So number 9 is the gate receiver all rights final interpretation. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream, and thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. So number 10 is the this event is the not affiliated with the Apple Inc. The number 11 is the user is the United Kingdom and the other registered location cannot access the service including participate in this event, game or competition. See the user agreements for the further detail on the registered location. Thank you so much for all of you for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. So Gate team 20 July 2025 and gateway to crypto trade over 3.500 cryptocurrencies safely, quickly, and easily on Gate.io. So take action now, sign up and the claim up to the 10,000 and the rewards, invite friends and earn. Thank you so much for all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for the joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome, my dear, welcome. So enabling, take action now, sign up and the claim up to the 10,000 in welcome rewards, invite friends and the earn 40% commission. Stay connected and the transparency and security. So welcome to all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining live stream. So thank you so much for all of you. Welcome, Cansiper. So today I highlight my new projects, Landfree Network LN and the trading fair, guaranteed win the trade and the smash golden X and the share 1 million LN. So ये था मेरा आज का प्रोजेक्ट, माय डियर, जिसके बारे में मैंने आपको A to Z गाइड किया. इसके मैंने एक्सक्लूसिव ऑफरें भी बताई आपको, इसके दोनों चैप्टर दिखाए, मैंने वेबसाइट से विजिट करवाया, वाइट पेपर विजिट करवाया. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग माय लाइव स्ट्रीम. सो कल होगी आपसे मुलाकात न्यू प्रोजेक्ट के साथ, न्यू चैप्टर के साथ. तो तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखें माय ऑल डियर फ्रेंड्स. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू, माय डियर, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much, my dear, for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear, for joining my live stream. Thank you so much. So goodbye, good evening, and God bless you, all of you, my dear. Thank you so much for all of you for joining my live stream. Welcome to all of you, my dear. So Allah Hafiz.